Hi, your little guy here, the unknown, and today I want to share with you something very important. I just want to share with you what runs through my mind when I'm on the screen, what I look for, okay, how I enter my trades, okay. So these are my previous 20 trades. As you can see, there are losses and wins, and there are consecutive losses. Yes, it happens. The most important thing is keeping your losses at minimum, okay, using a stop loss. And there are some losses here which resulted as trailing stops, okay. I trailed my stops either to take profit or to break even. So yes, there are some losses that came from that, but as you can see, there's win 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 loss, win 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 loss loss, win win loss loss loss. Yes, consecutive losses and win 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 win. This doesn't mean the strategy doesn't work. No, it works, okay. So let's jump into the charts because I want to keep this video very short, okay. And first of all, guys, as you can see, I have a playbook. If you can get it, it's in the description. It has one strategy that is my most profitable strategy, okay, and all the rules and everything, okay. So you can get it. I have a link in the description. Go and study it, master everything, and come back stronger. I assure you, you will be profitable once you start seeing these things, okay. So with that said, let's jump into the charts. I want to show you a couple of trades. Okay, this is USD JPY. When we look at USD JPY, let's go to an hourly time frame. You will see that, okay, this currency has people were taken up, okay, they were taken up, and then that's where they punished, okay. They went down 1 2 3 days, okay. This was an inside day, but obviously when it breaks the low, the following day we counted as day 1. So day 1, day 2, day 3. Friday we were on day 3 of shorts, okay. And that's when I knew that they might punish, okay. But you don't really know what's gonna happen unless you have a setup, okay. So guys, let me just re-emphasize this. You have a signal day, okay, but you need a setup on the day. A signal day is like a thesis. You know, if you're a researcher, you actually have a thesis, and that thesis will either be approved or rejected, okay. So the same applies, okay. The signal day mostly is like a hypothesis that has to be proved right or wrong. So when you have a signal day, say maybe a signal day, then you have to wait for a setup. Are they dropping prices to pump them? Because you know that market makers will always show, trap, and reverse, okay. When they show you that prices are going down, they want everybody to chase the move so that they can buy low, okay. So they always drop prices so that they buy low. They raise prices so that they can actually sell high, okay. That's how they do their business, and that's what you have to understand, okay. So I'm gonna reveal a lot in this video. Just stay with me and bear with me, okay. So I have my levels right here, okay. We already say that you draw the high, the low, okay, and the close of the previous week, as well as the close of last week, okay. So as you can see, when they raised the prices, they ended on this level again. It started from this level, okay, and then they came back to this level before reversing. Now let's go to the day itself. As you saw, it was on a day 3, okay. So what do? They drop prices to do what? To pump them, okay. I saw this move happening. Actually, I came during London because here I was sleeping. I saw this happening as they were dropping prices, but I wasn't interested in chasing the move. I told you this, and I will say it again. You have to look at how the sessions are lined up, okay. This will give you a clue. And let me say this today, okay, let me say this. If you are gonna be looking for the best trades, most of them are gonna be a 3-session setup. What does that mean? That means, okay, as you can see, okay, yes, they took prices up, but this was the low of what? This was the low of Asia, okay. We can draw it up to here. Let me blow this up so that everybody can see, okay. So look, they took prices up. This is the high of what? Is the high of Asia. This is intentional. As we have already said, there is no mistakes when it comes to the market, and there is no coincidence. Every move is carefully calculated. So when markets are not moving, just know that every move is perfectly calculated. Okay, every move is calculated and it's intentional. It's either it's a pulling people up to follow that move so that they can punish, or either they are dropping prices so that they can punish. So when they start the day and they go up, it's intentional. Okay, it's intentional. So do not force the markets to move, and do not fight what the markets are showing you. Okay, be objective. Be objective. Don't say because you got a signal day, now the market have to behave in your own way. Okay, don't fight the markets. Every move is well calculated and well planned. Okay, so they took prices up. What did they do? They are creating liquidity. Okay, because they already know what they've planned out. Okay, remember, these are different session from different location. This is an Asian session ran in Asia. This is a London session ran in London. This is a US session ran in US. And these people during their gap time, they communicate, I did this, you should do this, you should do this. Okay, they communicate at the end of each session. They communicate. Okay, they communicate even though they're in different location. So on each day you have to know that, okay, the people from Asia have a mandate. Okay, the people from London have a mandate, and the people from US have a mandate. And most of the time the Asian session, I repeat, most of the time the Asian session, the London session is just gonna create liquidity and trap traders. That's why most of my trades come during the US session. By the time US opens, already you know that everything has been lined out very well, and the only job left for the US session is to go and hit those stops. Okay, so these two sessions will actually trigger people into opening positions, and the last session will be the one to punish most of the time. Okay, so with that said, let me repeat again. Most of the time the US session will actually be responsible for hitting stops, as these two sessions will create the liquidity. Okay, so you must understand those things. So they drive prices high, they make a high. Okay, what happens when a high is in place? You know there is liquidity. Okay, a high creates liquidity. Okay, now there is liquidity here, and again there is liquidity here. Okay, and now what does they come back and close inside? Most session will come and close inside, and that is not a coincidence. That is not a mistake. That is an intentional move. Okay, they make a high, they make a low, and they close inside. As you see, this is where the Asian session closed. And what did the London session do? The London session ran through all the stops that were created in Asia. Okay, and then it made its own low. We spoke about these things. Okay, we spoke about these things. Okay, and they make their new low here. Sorry, bear with me, because this is the most important thing. Just go and master this. Okay, and come back stronger. Okay, so you see now what did they do? They made a low. This is the low. We are not looking at the high, because currently we have a high that is in place. Okay, we have a high in place, but obviously the people who sold during the London session are still in profit before the US session opens. Okay, and immediately you see they make a high, they make a low, and they close inside the high and the low. This is intentional. And when the US session opens, what does it do? There were news yesterday. Okay, so my day actually I took most trades after 5 p.m. That was after the last news of the day. Okay, because I know that, okay, when there are news coming in different time for the same currency, that makes like the currency a little bit dangerous to take, because some news might lead you into another direction, preparing for the next news. So waiting for all the news to trade, you'll get the best opportunity. Okay, so what did the US Open session do? When the US opened, obviously it opened right here. Where? Interesting, it opens at the closing price. Okay, this is a key level. Now we are in between Thursdays close. This is a Friday's closing price. Okay, and between Thursday's closing price, this is where the US session opens. And immediately when they open there is news. The news run through and closes everybody from London. So right now, liquidity from London has been taken out. Where is liquidity now? This simply means this liquidity here, okay, this liquidity here has been taken out, right, from Asia. It has been taken out. There are now two places left with liquidity. Where is the liquidity? The liquidity now is obviously above here and below here. And again, we have this candle that happened in the Asian session. Okay, so obviously if they don't take this one out, it's because throughout the week they have been pulling people down. So there are many orders of people who went down here, people who are trapped below. So when you see them not coming to close the latest low, okay, on a day like this, you must know that you have a very perfect opportunity. Why? Because obviously they don't want to release these guys, but they came and closed these guys. So there's only one place with liquidity now, and it's a Friday. It's a Friday. The whole week they've been pulling down people down, and you know already on the third day, that's when everybody wants to go down, because the indicators are showing them that okay, now we are going down. Okay, I showed that on a hourly time frame. You see, they've been pulling people down, and this is the third day. Still people are willing to sell because they believe in trend. Remember what the book says, trend is your friend, don't go against the trend. Okay, but we understand better. We understand their manipulative ways. Okay, and what do? Obviously, when they throw this pin, they are obviously done with the job. I said wait for the stop hunt. This is a stop hunt. Why is it a stop hunt? Stop hunt sends people into the wrong direction and it closes those who are in profit. This is a brings trade. Okay, this is a brings trade. Okay, you see, this is a stop hunt, and once they are done, it's over. Where are they? They are at a key level. Let me show you this. They are at a level. This is the best trade you can ever take. Okay, it's the best trade one can take. Okay, you see, this is the best trade one can take, guys. Honestly, this is the best trade. Why? It's day 3. Where did I put it? It's here in the playbook. It's in the playbook. This is the best setup that I put in the playbook. Okay, it's in the playbook. Okay, it's in the playbook. Okay, it's the only setup I put in the playbook on day 3. So they are at a level, we are in between this level, and there's another level here. Now what is left is to go and get the orders above. You see, they created liquidity, people sold because it's a downtrend, and later they go and punish. Let me show you this trade because I did take it yesterday. And where is it? What is it? USD JPY. Okay, let me USD JPY. For me, unfortunately, it became a loss because I miscalculated this. Okay, I miscalculated it. You see, I bought here. Okay, and I placed my stop here. Okay, I think I might have dragged them up mistakenly. I don't know what happened. Okay, but my stops were below the low. Okay, but I think I did a mistake, or I miscalculated, or I either dragged them because yesterday there were too many opportunities. But I did take a buy here because I knew the job was done, and I was surprised when I came back and saw that it was a loss because they came for me. But anyway, it's fine because I did take this trade, and knowing exactly what I've explained to you, that once they do this, their job is done. Okay, this is the trade I took, and this is on MT5. Obviously they show your trade history, so this is my trade history. As you can see, throughout the day I didn't take a trade on this one. Okay, I only took this trade, which unfortunately ended as a loss. I think I might have dragged my stops or something else. Okay, I was surprised when I came back and saw it as a loss because initially I placed my stops here, so anything happens. Okay, but anyway, it was a very good trade which went vertically, straightforward, easy 60 pips. Okay, easy 60 pips. Okay, so this was one of the best for yesterday. Okay, let's go again. I want you to come stronger. Okay, so it's part of the losses that I had on the 20 trades that I showed you. It was this one. Okay, I took it after this, but I take it on a smaller time frame. So I took it on a 5-minute time frame. As you can see, I took it here when they engulfed, so they double pinned and engulfed, and I placed my stops here. It was My stops were roughly 10 pips. Okay, I don't know how they ended up coming to 5 pip stops. I already told you, put your stops where you know if they are hit, the setup is now invalidated. Okay, so 5 pip stop already, they didn't take these guys out, so this trade wasn't invalidated. But had they came down and closed these guys below, the trade would have been invalidated. Okay, but anyway, anyhow, it's good and it's good and it's good. I always take my trades after the equity opening time. Okay, I wait for the equity opening time. For me, I wait for 9:30. That is strictly I wait for 9:30. Okay, I wait for 9:30. Okay, on the US time. So let's go to another good trade I had yesterday, and I'm explaining the psychology here. Okay, if you look at this week, okay, this is gold. Okay, if you look at this week, unfortunately I've taken my levels out. If you look at this week, you see I always use this dollar signs to project where the stops are. Okay, if you look at this, okay, this week they took people up the whole week. Okay, they took people up. Okay, this is an inside day from here. Okay, and this is day one. Obviously they broke their inside day, so this is day one of breakouts in the market, and then it's followed by an inside day, and then it's followed by day two of breakouts, as you can see. Then yesterday it was day three, same thing. I put it on the playbook. Okay, and I'm gonna actually be doing you see, it's in the playbook. Okay, it's in the playbook. All the setups are in the playbook. Okay, all these day three setups are in the playbook because they are my most profitable setups. Okay, so get the playbook and go and prepare yourself and come back stronger next year. Okay, as you can see, they took people up 3 days. This is an inside day. It didn't break the high, it didn't break the low. This is the only day that broke the high. Okay, it broke the high, so it's day one of breakout. Yes, this one broke nothing, guys. This is intentional. Okay, intentional. It's a variation that is confusing to many. This is day two because they broke the high. Okay, they broke the high. This is day two, and obviously this is day three. Why? They broke the high right here. So as you can see, okay, they gave, okay, this prices went down, so we count again. So on this day, yes, it was an inside day from this one, so we don't count it. But when they break here, okay, this became day one of breakouts. I told you of 3 days where they don't give a breakout, but this is day one of breakout. This is an inside day. You see the high and the low is still intact, and then the following day is the only day when they break. This gives us day two, and this day they broke the high. This is day three of pulling people into one direction. Okay, so this is an intentional move. I understand these things. Trend is your friend. People on day three and indicators are now detecting the underlying trend, and people believe in trend is your friend and they want to trade trend is your friend. Okay, but we understand better that on the day three they are most likely to punish. Why? Because obviously day threes are actually psychological number. I mean, the number 3 is a psychological number. We have explained this countless times. Okay, so I want you to understand the psychology. Let me delete this. They gave a triangle which broke up. Okay, I didn't take anything here. Okay, because usually I want to allow them to set up, more especially if it's a pair that has USD. I want to allow them to set up throughout the day. The same applies to indices. Okay, I understand that they use the entire day to set up. As I've already alluded in the first part, this is the high of what? This is the high of Asia, right? Which was taken out during London, and this is the low that was made in Asia. Okay, this is the low that was made in Asia. This is the high that was made in Asia. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so the liquidity is down. The liquidity from here has been closed out on a day three. That's the most important thing. On a day three, it's not just any day, it's a day three. Okay, and then London takes people further. Okay, and this is the high made in London, and as I already say, they come and close inside. They make a high most of the time and they make a low. They close inside. Okay, this is intentional. When they close inside, guys, they are trapping. There are people here who are selling. There are people who don't understand, who want to sell here. So this only creates liquidity. Okay, I told you the best setups most of the time are gonna be 3 session setups. Okay, 3 session setups. Okay, that's what I said. Right? Okay, fine. If you can look here, these are the guys who are in profit right before the US session opens. It opens inside, and we have 2 news coming on the calendar. So they give a very beautiful trade to the top after the first news. Okay, let's come to a smaller time frame. After the first news, as you can see, they come and close. It's all about stops, guys. When you understand stop hunts, when you understand where they've closed traders, everything becomes easy. Okay, so you see here, they come and close these guys here. Okay, and then they take it up. I didn't take it up. I told you I wait for the equity time. Let's see where my equity opens. Okay, my equity opens on this candle here. I always wait for the equity opening time. This is the most important thing to me because it helps me keep my patience. As I said, it is patience that will pay. Okay, so this black candle right here is the candle that opened my equity, and then we had other news. Okay, so I didn't want to enter. Why? Because we had other news lined up right here. Okay, so when we have other news lined up, okay, let's see. Okay, I'll show you the trade that I took. Okay, now we have a high. Just before the news, we have a high. This market is going up and up and up, and then after the news, unfortunately those news were like a revision. When we have news like that are revising, the impact is too low as compared to the first announcement that happens early in the month. Okay, so the revising event is like less has a less impact, okay, most of the time. Okay, so you can see here what happens. The news open, I think it was this candle that opened the news, if I'm not mistaken. It was 5 p.m. already. Yes, it is, because my broker is behind in 2 hours. That's why here it's 15. Okay, so it was 5 p.m. This is the news candle. Okay, I use a 1 minute and a 15-minute time frame when we have news. Already understood that this is a 3-session setup on a day 3, so everybody is long on this day, and on a day 3, obviously everybody chasing the session times is long. People from Asia, they are long. Okay, people from London, obviously they are long, and there are people who took this trade over here who are long. So obviously I told you they use their day to create liquidity, and they are most likely to punish on the 3rd session. That's why I love the US session. Okay, so when they gave this pins to the top, I went to a smaller time frame and I took it. Even for someone who was taking a 5-minute time frame, this was a move straight forward. This is an engulf that engulfed almost 5 candles. That's 20 minutes of time engulfed in one candle. This is a straight move down. Let me show you the trade that I took. Okay, let me show you the trade that I took on gold. Okay, as you can see, I took my first trade here. Okay, I took my first trade here before the news, because there was still 1 hour before this news. Okay, and already they have taken out the high. This is what I get interested in. As you can see, this is the stop hunt. Okay, they hit this level, they went down. I did nothing, because here's the first trade, and this candle here is the equity opening time, right? So as you can see, this was a stop hunt. After the equity has opened, they took everybody out here, and then we still had an hour before the next news. So I know that if I have an hour before the next news, I sometimes, or most of the time, will get a very good trade. Okay, so this is what happened. Unfortunately, I had to go out yesterday. That's why I couldn't manage the trade. But it's fine. It's not a mistake. So I took this trade immediately on this engulf. So you can see this is on a 1 minute time frame. They engulfed all this volume right here. As you can see, all these candles were engulfed in one candle. I told you, are they pumping prices to drop them? That's what I see. I don't want to sell down here. No, I want to see them pumping, engulfing. Okay, so I took this trade over here, and I trailed my stops. I told you some of the losses recorded from my previous 20 trades, some of the losses are because I trailed some stops to either break even or to either take profit. So as the move was going, I just trailed my stops to break even. As you can see, they came back and closed me, and this is recorded as a loss, but for me personally, it's not a loss. Okay, so you understand now. Out of those 20 trades I showed you, I told you that there are some losses which were either recorded as trailing stop to break even or to block profit. Okay, so this is one of the examples. Then I knew that they were going down, they were going up. 1, 2, this one, it's another push, but they went beyond, okay, and this push didn't pass this one, so it's 1 2 3. And as you can see here, they gave this this nice M pattern, and as you can see, I took the engulf. I waited for them to do this and to give an M pattern, and immediately when they gave this engulf, you see, it's pump and dump. Wait for the pump and dump. This was a beautiful trade that went vertical fast. Unfortunately, I was off the screen because I had to go out, and I knew already that this was a day 3, so I expected that, okay, they might go down, but again, I know that most of the moves that happen on Friday do not come back, but we know that it's a week of Christmas, and the market is a little bit crazy. But fortunately for me, when I came back, I saw that they were consolidating, and this is where I closed the trade, okay. Yes, it went down again about 80 pips, but it was fine for me. This is a big win, and I was really happy about it, okay. So it's in understanding day 3, which is the setup that I put in this playbook. You see, this is my most profitable setup, hence I put only this setup in the playbook. Go and master it and understand it. Come back stronger. I assure you, this is the best setup, okay. Yes, on this video I've shared all these setups and everything. On this playbook I've put my rules, and this is the playbook I use on this setup each and every day. So if you are struggling understanding or putting everything together through these videos, as I've already shared everything on the videos, if you are struggling with that, I have put one setup here. The reason was because I realized that most people are actually struggling, because I share more than 2 setups. So I share 3 setups here, but it's I share 3 setups, but it's just 2, just that there's a difference in day 1, day 2, day 3, okay. So I mean on the channel, but here on this playbook I only put one setup with all the rules and everything I use every day, okay. So just go and master everything here, back test it. You'll have enough time. It's a festive season. Whenever you get time, you get bored, just open your charts and practice, okay. But enjoy time with everybody else again, okay. On this playbook, master this one setup, only one setup, master it and come back strong, okay. Come back strong, and next year will be a very good year. So let's look at another one. I took Euro USD yesterday. Now let's go and look. This is a week whereby, okay, this is an inside day from Friday, okay, and then they break here, they break here. This is day 1. They give an inside day, okay, they break again. This is day 2, okay, and then they break again. This is day 3. You see, the same thing I've put on the playbook, okay, the same strategy I put on the playbook. Guys, if you back test and practice this setup, you are gonna understand everything. It's nothing hard. The confusing thing for many is when they actually use an inside day, okay. That's where many people get confused, when they use a signal an inside day, okay. So this is day 1 of breakout. This is the first day on the week where they broke out after a day that was bearish, okay. They give an inside day. This is a signal day, of course, okay. But look here, this is the first day where they break. On this day they didn't break the low, neither did they break the high. This is the day where they break the high of the previous day. And then on this day they didn't break the low, neither did they break the high, okay. On the following day, which was a Thursday, that's the day where they broke the high, okay. And on a Friday, that's another day where they broke the high. So we have 1 day of breaking high, 2 days of breaking high, 3 days of breaking high. So you know what that tells you? That actually tells you that we are on a day 3, on the high of the week. Guys, this can't be more perfect than this, okay. Now let's go to the day itself, okay. Let's go to the day itself. Master only this one strategy. I put everything together in the playbook, guys. It's all here. The only strategy I put in this playbook is this day 3 strategy. If you understand it, honestly, it's my most profitable setup, okay. So let me take this breakout out, okay. As you can see, the same rules apply. Let me take this out. Let me take these lines out because this is what I usually use throughout the day. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, you'll see that. Okay, this is the high. Same thing that happened in gold, same thing that happened in USD JPY. This is the high. Okay, and this is the low of Asia. Why is this the low of Asia? This is the last candle of Asia before the session opens, as you can see highlighted here. So we have a high and a low. Where do they close? Inside. We talked about this thing. Now the first thing London does is it takes people up on a day 3. Remember, day 3, they take people up. That means they took out everybody who sold from Asia. Okay, and then they will go up again. As they go up, okay, this is why I'm able to get them those many wins. It's about discipline. It's about waiting for the equity time. The best trades you'll ever get, it's a 3-session setup where one session pulls you up, the second session pulls you up, and the third session pulls you up. When the third session pulls you up, it acts as a stop hunt. Why? Because already it closes everybody who is in profit, and at the same time it sends everybody to the wrong direction. Guys, if you master this one setup, you will never get it wrong. Okay, so let's look on a smaller time frame. But you see, we had news. What did the news do? The news went down. Okay, the news went down. Okay, they went down. I was waiting because I told you I wait for the equity. Yes, sometimes I'll miss trades, but I don't care. Okay, because most of the time I'm gonna get the best ones, and when I get the best ones, they are the most easiest ones. I told you I want the easiest ones. I don't want to be smart. So it went up, stop hunted everybody, but this was before the equity time. Had I not been so keen on waiting for the equity opening time, I could have taken this pin and they could have close me up. Okay, I'm gonna show you what to look for. Then when the news happened, let's see, this is Euro USD. Let's go to a 5-minute chart. Where is the news? It's a revision. Revisions are not that powerful. Where's the news? Here is the candle of the news. Yes, this black candle over here, this is where the news happened. It's a revision. Whenever news are being revised, their effect is not that strong most of the time, but do not enter before the news because they can slip you. You see, had I not been keen on waiting for the stop hunt, you see, I could have maybe entered here, but you already know I don't want to catch the high, nor do I want to catch the low. I want a pump and a dump. You see, this is when they send people up and they give an M. Okay, 1 leg, 2 leg, 3 legs. On the third leg, they 1, 2, 3. This is a 33 trade, and immediately for people entering on a 5-minute chart, here is your engulf. But personally for me, I entered on a 1 minute. Okay, because I understand it better. I will do a video of entries on different time frames. Okay, but already you know we are on a day 3. This is a 3-session set up. Okay, they've just sent people up on a day 3. Everybody is long. We spoke about this. Look, this is the week. Everybody is chasing the long move. Okay, and this inside days are pullbacks, intentional moves. Okay, we already explained these things, so there was nothing hard with this thing. You see, 1, 2, 3, and you know what I wait for 5 minutes. This was an entry, but personally for me, my entry was a little bit early. Okay, I took my entry on this engulf. Okay, why? Because it's the pump that interests me, then a dump that closes inside the EMA after the news candle on a 5 minutes. After the news this is the news candle on a 5 minutes. I don't enter before the news, so I waited. Okay, I waited, and this is the engulf sending people up. You see now, when you wait for the engulf, everything now makes sense. You see, this is where they have been creating a strong support. What does your book say? Support, support, support. People are buying because of support, and this is the first engulf that closes below this level, and they blow off down. Let me show you this trade. Yesterday I took it. Where is it? What is it? It's Euro USD. I took this one. As you can see, here is my entry right after the engulf, as I told you, right after the engulf that closed below this level. Okay, that's where I took it, but I told you I had to go out, so I couldn't manage it. But when I came back again, it was a very good as gold. I closed them all at the same time because it's Friday, and obviously I want to get out of the charts. Okay, this was the time when I came back, okay, because I had to go out. So you see, this was a very easy trade that blows off immediately. Yes, I should have put maybe my take profit down here, but it was a Friday and I had the perception that, okay, on Friday, most moves, day 3 moves on Friday, those moves usually go in one direction and they never come back. Okay, you get trapped on a day 3, on a 3 session setup, they are not coming back. Okay, most of the trades will go. This is where you find a trade going maybe 150 pips, 200 pips. This is the most profitable day. Where is this setup? I put this setup in the playbook. Okay, because I want everybody to understand. That's why I'm revisiting this playbook. This is my personal playbook that I use. Some people will think that I'm pushing them to the playbook. That's not the case. I know what you will get when you come to the playbook. I know that you're gonna start understanding the setups, and every time they show up, you will be the first one to sing the setups. Okay, that's why I'm showing you this playbook. Okay, that's why I'm showing you this playbook. Okay, it's very important to understand. One trade on a day 3 session will make you more returns than what you can ever expect, because this is the most easiest trade that goes straight vertical, and believe me, it will make you everything. Okay, it will make you everything. Okay, so let's go to what is it? It's oil. You see, oil, we were on a Friday. It's not after the high, but we are inside. Okay, we are inside. Okay, so here I used the 3 session setup already. We are no longer on the front side. You see, this is the front side of the move that is going up, and this is where the broke structure. Okay, this is where the broke structure, and then they went back to the high. Okay, so for me, when they break structure like this, I understand they are still sending more people up, because I told you they buy in. When they're buying, they buy in portions. Okay, because market makers have very huge resources and capital that we as retail guys cannot meet. Okay, so when you understand this, they went up, they gave an inside day. This is the day 2 where they went up, and then here they broke down and came back up. They broke structure, of course. Okay, and this is a Friday. Let's look at what interested me on this one. Okay, what really interested me on this one, firstly, it's because it doesn't respond well to news. Okay, it doesn't respond well to news, and it gave the same golden setup on the day. This is a setup on the day. Look, this is the high of Asia, this here is the low of Asia. Who is in profit as the day is building up? That's one thing you have to understand. I don't chase moves. Okay, I don't chase moves. This, okay, we know, okay, these are the guys who are in profit, okay, during Asia. Okay, these are the guys who are in profit during Asia. Okay, now they came and made a high and they closed inside. The reason they closed inside is because they want people to sell. When you sell during the session, you are now either trapped or you are in profit. They are creating liquidity. Every time they close inside, understand that they are creating liquidity. Okay, this is a pullback. Okay, people who sold on this, you see, people who sold on this pins are in profits, and people who bought here are in profit. That's one important thing to understand. Okay, I'm about to conclude the video, guys. I don't want it to get long. I want this to be something you memorize, you know. Always understand the 3 session setup on a Friday, guys. Okay, let me not say this. And note where they were playing on a level. This is the high of the previous day. This is the high of the previous day. Already they've broken structure, but we're not gonna look at that. But they've broken structure to the downside. You know what a break of structure shows? It shows weakness. We buy weakness, we sell weakness, and we buy strength. When they break structure, they show you now that okay, the move towards the downside is now strong. Okay, this is what interests you. Market structure: high, low, high, low. They don't make a high, they break to the downside, then they go to close everybody from this day. Okay, so this is weakness. Breaking structure is weakness. Okay, understand that when you see a breaking structure, it's weakness, showing you that the move to the downside is strong. The same applies if they're going down and then they break structure and come back. That shows you that okay, this is strength. The move to the upside is now strong. Okay, but the most important thing is this 3-session setup. You see, they close inside. What do? They go up again. So crazy, right? Yes, they go up, they close everybody from London, and they come back. Okay, they come back and they don't close. Look at how perfect this is. They don't close anybody, they don't close all those who were in profit from Asia. Why? Because they know what they are cooking. They are coming for them. Okay, people were off the screen who bought during Asia were still in profit. People who understand that okay, sometimes the trade will shake you out, they were still in profit. There are people who don't like close trades. They want trades to close them either at a profit or at a loss. Okay, so these guys were still in profit because they bought here. Okay, so fine. What does London do? It opens inside. When they open inside, they are triggering you to sell. When you sell on this session, you see there's a nice engulf. When you sell and you don't take profits, the third session is coming for you. And this is oil. It doesn't react to news very well. Okay, so this one is one of the best when there is a lot of news on the calendar. It doesn't respond much to news. So let's see where the equity opened. Let's see which candle opened the equity. You see the equity opening is mostly gonna be a very big candle. Okay, this is the equity opening candle. This is the equity opening candle. Let's give it a color. Let's highlight it, okay, so that it's visible. I do not trade before the equity. I do not trade before the news. That's one thing you should understand about me. And I know people think that by waiting for the equity time you miss. Yes, you're gonna miss some, but maybe you might miss 10% of the trades, but you will get 90%. And I already said patience pays. If you go and read my playbook, you will see I wrote patience in many pages. Why? Because that is the golden principle. Wait for the equity to open. This is the candle that opens the equity time. I always wait for it. Why? Because they're gonna try to trigger your emotions. You see, they give you a pin and a very big engulf that came and closed back. This is just a move to trick you into opening trades. That's something you must understand. You see, when the trade appears, you can't fight it. You see, 1 up, 2 up, 3 up. This is a triple top. You see, they pin. The stop hunt is so easy to see. The stop hunt is so easy to see. Believe me, the stop hunt is the easiest thing to see. Okay, when they throw a stop hunt, only if you can wait. Only if you can wait. Okay, if you can wait. Bill Lipshoes, if people wait 50% of the time, they will make a lot. If you can only wait. Okay, in my playbook, I wrote patience too many times. Why? Because that's the golden principle. If you can wait, okay, if you can wait for the easy trade. Tell yourself, if they don't give the easiest one, then they can go without me. It's fine, there's still tomorrow. The problem is people don't think that there is still tomorrow. You take a huge loss today, close it, there is still tomorrow. There is tomorrow, there is tomorrow, there is tomorrow. It's a game of patience. You see, so perfect. They closed those who jumped in early. They closed this who jumped in here. And besides, for everybody who entered before the equity time, I will understand people who entered here. Why? Because they haven't taken the high out. They haven't taken the high out. Yes, sometimes they won't take the high out, but 90% of the time they will take the high out or the low out before they go. So you must put in the rules. Are you gonna wait for them to take the those who are at the extremes out or not? That's a stop hunt. The equity is gonna throw a stop hunt anyway. You see, pin, engulf, easy, 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 blow off from the level to the level. Okay, let me look at this trade. Where is it? It's what okay, where is oil? I did take this trade yesterday. I did take it, but I don't see it here. But I did take this trade. Okay, I'll post it in the community. I didn't take a screenshot of it, but I did take it yesterday. I did take it yesterday. Okay, and it was a very good trade for me. Okay, fine. I didn't put it here. I don't know why. Okay, it means I forgot to take a screenshot, but I took this one. Easy, easy, easy. I waited for the stop hunt, and for me, I go to a 1 minute time frame, and that's the time frame that actually helps me see things in a better way. You see, they gave this candle and they engulfed it. I took this trade right here on a 1 minute time frame. Okay, I took it here when it entered this EMA. Okay, this is where I took this trade. Obviously my stop was high here and I rode on this trade, but again I came and closed it somewhere here because I came back late. Okay, that's where I closed it, but for me personally it was a good one. Okay, the reason I didn't put my take profits on the levels is because it was Friday and at least I was anticipating that they will continue going down, of which I think they did later. Okay, I think they did later. And for Nasdaq, I didn't take it yesterday. I didn't take Nasdaq, but I saw Nasdaq. Okay, because I waited. I've realized that, okay, 8 p.m. South African time to 9 p.m. that's when they've been moving the markets crazily. If you look at the previous days, they've been moving the markets late, so I came back to my charts late. And when you go to a 1 minute, I saw a pump and dump, but I wasn't that much interested. Okay, I saw it. You see, they will create a level. Now they broke structure, they pump it and give that engulf, which was more visible on a 5 minute. You see, they broke structure, this candle closed as a pin, and then it acted as that last pump. They gave a pump and gave a dump. So even for those who were entering on a 15-minute time frame, this trade was a beautiful one. You see, pump, dump, and then that last one pump, then engulf. But I didn't re-enter this one because I didn't feel comfortable. It was a Friday anyway, and I know that Fridays mostly they close the day as a trap. Why? Because they are actually preparing for the next trading day. Okay, so we're gonna have some holidays, and after holidays we're gonna have some crazy moves. So master this one setup, which is a day 3 setup, and believe me, everything will be easy. Okay, I took the oil one. I don't know why I didn't screenshot it. I thought I did screenshot it, but it turns out I didn't. So anyway, anyhow, it's still fine. Okay, but I showed you how I took everything. Okay, I showed you how I took everything. For me, it's 3-day setup, and the most perfect one on a day 3. If they give you a 3 session, you just know that, okay, they've been pulling people in one direction for 3 days, and on the day itself they pull people up or down for 3 sessions, and that's a best trading opportunity. Okay, so guys, I wish you all the best, and I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Have a beautiful year. I believe you're gonna come back with more goals. Remember, it's a game of patience. Okay, it's not a game whereby you will rise and become great in a year, in 2 years, okay, or in 3 years. You have to put in your time. It's gonna be like a thorny journey, because this is not the most easiest journey. It's not something to be done overnight. It needs people who are really patient, really patient. Okay, if you are patient, then it's really good. Okay, they came and closed everybody from London session. So crazy. That's why I told you that most of my take profits were way too long, because I know that on a Friday what they do mostly is they go the whole day. But since it's a Christmas week, they've been doing this crazy stuff, and yeah, it's Christmas, we understand. You see, I always have these words on my charts to remind myself that patience pays. I wait for the final pump and dump. And how do I get it? The thing is, I've been on the charts for a long time. I backtest mostly 4 hours a day. And when you backtest, when you put in the work, you're going to start seeing these things and understanding, because it's so easy. When you wait for the equity time, you only have roughly 2 hours to trade, because if the setup is not there, I will take it up until 30 minutes after the session. Okay, so you have 2 hours. Within that 2 hours, it's easy to look for a stop hunt, but paying attention to the fact that the stop hunt has to give you the most easiest trade. If it's not the easiest, then that might not be the stop hunt. Okay, it must be the most easiest, and the more you backtest and the more you repeat these things, you will start seeing how easy they are. Okay, but if you don't spend time on your charts, then you won't understand and you won't see these things, because honestly, this video will never make anybody profitable. The main goal is for people to see these things in lifetime, and you have to put in the work. When you backtest, you become better and you start understanding the entries. Okay, sometimes tell yourself, okay, this week I want to achieve one goal. Set goals for yourself. I want to achieve this goal. I just want to understand the stop hunt, and the whole week go and backtest. Even if you are backtesting 3 hours a day, okay, backtest stop hunts. Go to your charts, wait for 3:30. Look for stop hunts after 3:30. There is no way you won't see them. The more time you spend on your charts, remember, data is galore. There's a lot of data. There's a lot of data on your charts. Just wait for the stop hunt and start backtesting the stop hunt. Once you are good with the stop hunt, tell yourself, okay, I want to see this. Then backtest only that for the week. Set goals and achieve them. Okay, you can't be making the same mistakes 10 times. It's crazy, because for me, one of my mistakes was jumping the gun. Okay, that's why I actually came with, okay, I will trade only the equity time. I don't care if I miss, but I will trade the equity time, because when I say, okay, yes, I know they can move markets during the first hour, but when I focus more on the first hour, I end up actually taking losses because I jump in early. But waiting for the equity time has helped me, because now I only have roughly 1 hour 30 minutes on that session, plus 30 minutes if nothing has happened. Okay, so waiting for a stop hunt on for 1 hour 30 minutes, it's way too easy for me. I know who is in profit. I wait for them to take those guys out and give them most easiest, okay, the most easiest trade that you can ever get. Okay, the most easiest. You see, this is a pump dump. I need this, where they pump the market up and they give an engulf. If they are at a level, that's a golden opportunity. I took this one and I shared it with you on the video. I actually showed you a screenshot of this one, okay, but I took it here, okay, on the session, because I wasn't aware that they could move the markets at 8 o'clock, because they haven't been doing that, but all of a sudden they did, and I was happy because I got this one, even though I closed it somewhere here. I told you why in my previous video. For those who saw that one, you saw everything I'm talking about, right? So always wait for the last pump, then a dump before you enter. Okay, so that's what I wait for. Even here, I waited for the stop hunt. I don't chase moves. Okay, I don't chase moves. I wait for the stop hunt, pump, and then that last pump where they send people up. Remember, these people will not just go down if they are planning a big move. Okay, they won't just go down. They are gonna fight and try to send people to the wrong direction, because they want to leave with less people. Okay, obviously they can't leave with no people, because the people already understand it, but their goal is not to carry many retail guys. Their goals is to mislead retail guys. That's why most of the time they will give you that last push, that last pump and dump, then engulf. When they engulf, the psychology is immediately you are at a huge drawdown, and the mind obviously is structured in a way that, okay, if you are on a big minus immediately, then you're not gonna close it. You're gonna pray, okay, I will close when they come back to break even. Or else, if you're in a drawdown of, say, maybe for instance, you're in a drawdown of $2,000, you will say, oh, at least if they can go back to $20, $50, then I can close. And they know that. That's why they immediately shift, they engulf, okay, quickly engulfing that level, because they know you're going to be in a huge drawdown, and the mind is not channeled in a way that it accepts losses quick. Okay, people don't accept losses quick, even though they see that they are wrong. They just want to hold on, hoping that prices will retrace, come back, and then they can actually exit at a smaller loss. That's why these trades blow off immediately. That's why they blow off immediately. For those who don't understand, that's the psychology behind. People are immediately on a drawdown, and they are not willing to accept loss unless they are now forced, because they are no longer comfortable. The loss is too big. If you are on a minus $2,000 immediately, then obviously you were praying that, okay, if they go back to $50, you are closing. Even if they go back to $100, you are closing, okay, because already you can see that you're wrong. But you are not most likely to close it. You will hold it until maybe it's now in 9,000 drawdown, and you can see that, oh, I can't handle this. Then you will close, become angry, try to prove that you were right. Revenge trade. The moment you revenge trade, they pull back and give a pullback. If you are trending in line with them, with their trend, they pull back, they close you again, and then you think, oh, no, now they're going up, I was right the first place. You change immediately, you buy, just to find that it was a pullback back into trend, it was a stop hunt, and now they continue going down. So you were wrong 3 times. You see, that's how people blow their accounts. Okay, so if you take a huge loss, close your charts, go and regain your strength, come back sober, and then continue. Don't say, hey, I've lost too much, I can't afford to. No. Take a loss, accept it, move on. Okay, so guys, all the best. Come back strong. Okay, thank you.